Hey guys, Pro1701 here, and today I'm going to talk a little about my attempt to rewatch The Ice Warriors, because I am struggling with it. I actually did buy it. I've seen it before, once before, and I went ahead and bought it because I wanted to rewatch it, because the first time I watched it was on a website, and I was watching it on my very tiny phone, so I really wanted to watch it on a big TV, so maybe I'd have a better appreciation for it. Instead, I'm going the other way. I am having a heck of a time getting through it. It's so boring. It's just boring, and it drags and drags. This would have made a decent 4-parter, but it's 6 parts. It just plods along. I've watched the first 3 episodes, which episodes 2 and 3 are the animated ones. Let me say I love the animation. The animation's great. It has a lot of little nuances that even the modern animations don't have, like when people are shaking their heads, you can see them move a little bit, which the modern ones don't do. And I like how the way their eyes move and stuff. Their facial movements feel very real and natural. And used to greater effect than some of the modern ones even do. Troughton's shoulders look a little too broad, like he looks a little too stout. But for the most part, the animations work really well. It's just the story plods along. One, I'm not a big fan of Victoria either. Nothing against Deborah, her acting's fine. But she's too much this damsel in distress, always panicked, always not wanting to be there. Because you have to remember, Victoria as a character didn't choose to be a companion. You know, her father died, so she's basically orphaned, and then she just, you know, the doctor promised to look after her, so she's just kind of stuck with him. You know, she really doesn't strike me as someone who's suited to be a companion, just character-wise. That's one of the reasons I think Fury from the Deep works when she decides to leave. You can tell that's not what she wants to do with her life, traveling, being in all these dangerous situations. And so I just never really get into her. And once again here, she's just panicked and in a situation she doesn't want to be in. And you can just tell she's unhappy. I'd much prefer The Seeds of Death. I'm having trouble. I mean, I obviously wanted to watch this again. I paid money and bought the DVD. And I'm glad to have it up here on the shelf. And I am just struggling. I'm thinking, again, I've seen it before. I know what happens. I'm thinking, I guess it probably picks up more on the second half. Because I know everything's going to happen. But, you know, the one guy who left the team to go live in the wilderness with the other guy who lives in the wilderness, they just feel wasted and like extra padding. I don't even care about them. I understand that the doctor's having to fill in for Pimberley or whatever his name is. But just that he randomly decided to leave and go live in the wilderness is weird. When there's not much of a wilderness to live in because it's all ice. I like the actor playing the guy leading the unit, the one with the limp and the cane. I like him. I think the actor does a really good job with him. But the wilderness characters just feel like padding. I don't really care about them. I need to finish it, but like I've actually stopped watching it halfway through, and I've watched a couple other Doctor Who things that I've got reviews for coming, and then I'm just gonna have to go back to it because it's so meh. Even beforehand, I've talked about the Ice Warriors before and how I don't hate it, but I feel it's very meh. I mean, I like Troughton in it, I like Jamie in it. I love that first episode with Troughton when he first walks in and he's telling him, you know, the computer and everything's about to overload in 2 minutes, and he's walking around doing all the works. I love how Troughton does that scene. Well, you've only got 2 minutes and 38 seconds, and he's walking around doing all that. I love Troughton. I always love Troughton regardless. Especially, and I always enjoy seeing surviving episodes of Troughton so I can actually see how he's physically moving around, because he's such a good character actor. But the rest of the story is just, it's so boring. It's so boring. It just doesn't make a good 6-parter. So that's where I'm at. Eventually, I will get through episodes 4, 5, and 6 and get a review up if I don't sleep through the rest of it. Or I might sleep through the review. So let me know what you think of the Ice Warriors, and if you have this problem, when the last time you watched it was. I always enjoy hearing what you guys think. Other things to do, click the like button, click the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications so you never miss out on another video. I also have a Patreon if you like what I do and would like to subscribe to what I do, or subscribe to what I do. If you click the subscribe button, you already have. If you would like to support what I do, there's a link to that down in the description below. I certainly appreciate you checking it out. Most importantly, though, thank you for watching.